The town of Petrolia has lost one of its most colorful landmarks. The 100-year-old Victoria Playhouse was gutted by fire several weeks ago. The picturesque interior theater, along with the town's municipal office and most of its records, were lost in that fire. However, the exterior walls survived the blaze, apparently in reasonably good condition. And that particular aspect has split the town on whether or not that heritage building should be restored. Rick Smith sends this report.
Firefighters were called to the center of this historic oil town just after dawn on the morning of January 25th. On their arrival, they found the town's heart going up in flames. Built 100 years ago, the Victoria Playhouse has been the focal point for town residents ever since plans were drawn and the foundation laid by dolars made from crude oil. The Hart Oilers, as they were known, built the town and the Playhouse. The oil is gone, so are the oilmen, and now, too, is the Great Lady. Well, almost.
It's 100 years old. It's the heart of Petrolia. It's a real, it's a sad, sad day.
Over the years, fire has been no stranger to Ontario's heritage, and lately public opinion has wrestled vigorously with modern times and so-called economic necessity in attempts to save what's left.
And it housed the fire department, town hall, the clerk's office, the auditorium upstairs where there were traveling stage shows. Just down through the years, it was the hub of the town and the whole area as far as that's concerned.
Here in Petrolia, the fire did not completely erase the past. The walls were left standing virtually intact, and that has left this community with a tough decision. The building has been designated a historic site by Parks Canada. The town has insurance on its buildings of over $6 million. Just how much of that will be adjusted to the Playhouse remains to be seen. Inquiries have gone out to provincial and federal governments for replacement funding.
I'm certainly not prepared to go out and commit this town to a project that I don't know how it's going to be paid for. And
many questions remain unanswered, and the town now appears split on restoration. Some for, some against, and some for partial restoration.
Oh, I want the hall restored to the best of our ability, naturally. I think that the cultural center is a very necessary part of the town of Petrolia for obvious reasons. We have an arena, we have a swimming pool. Why wouldn't we have a cultural place?
Still, others say nothing is to be gained by tearing it down. They say tearing what's left down and erecting a new hall and community center does nothing to preserve the past.
Oh yes, we're not learning the basic lesson. There is no history of success anywhere in Ontario that I know of by tearing down these old buildings and replacing them with new modern glass and aluminum. In nearly every case, after a few years, the novelty is worn off and people wish the old building was back.
Whip, a longtime resident and town booster, says the community has a great opportunity to redo the inside of the building to meet the needs of today's community, as the first one did to meet the needs of the community back in 1889. Recently, town officials and an expert on heritage restoration were lifted by crane for a close-up inspection, and the initial report was good.
On a square foot for square foot basis, you already have a secure exterior brick wall to work from. It's not complete in that it's missing a roof, it's missing windows, it's missing heritage detailing, all of which costs money.
Over the past 10 years, approximately $2 million has been spent on upgrading the facility. However, a final price tag on complete restoration and modernization has yet to be hammered out. Government funding, insurance, and public fundraising are elements that will be carefully studied in making a final decision on the future of the Victoria Playhouse. One man said, "How do you replace a building like this? It can never be restored to what it was." Residents here will have to decide how much they value the past and whether or not they want to keep a piece of it. In Petrolia, I'm Rick Smith for Sunday AM.